Can you imagine life, let alone an hour, without your cell phone? Professor Domine is a professor of media literacy at Montclair State University. She's focused her career on media literacy. She is concerned about the overuse of technology among millennials and the disconnect it is causing them. She joins us now. Welcome.
Thank you, Georgia.
How are you today?
I'm doing well, thanks.
Good. So yesterday you spoke at a colloquium on the documentary called Selling Your Soul. Can you explain the message and the meaning behind that?
Right. So I hosted this screening. Jodi Ciani is a former actress and a professor of communication and media at the New England Institute of Art, and she worked with her students to produce this documentary. She asked them to do a digital cleanse for a week, and where they had no use of very limited use of their cell phones. And her question was an interesting one. It was not what do you think about your cell phone, but how do you feel? And so the documentary was an hour long, and I thought it was an interesting thing to bring to our students here at the School of Communication and Media to generate a discussion about our connectedness.
Okay. Your research intersects a lot of communication, education, and technology. What drew you to research about media literacy?
Well, I was born in Silicon Valley in the 1980s. My father worked for IBM, and I was very connected from a very young age. I remember MTV the day it debuted. I had an Atari console. I watched a lot of television. And as I studied communication in college, I was intrigued by research that said that there were all sorts of detrimental effects from using these technologies, and clearly I didn't see any because I thought I was healthy. So as I read more literature, I realized that there are costs to it and there are benefits. And so I ended up studying with Neil Postman at NYU in a media ecology program. And I now teach media literacy, which is the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, communicate, and produce media.
As communication students, it is very important for us to be able to communicate our ideas with others. What do we gain and what do we lose from the use of technology and social media?
Well, there, I think, are way more benefits than there are ill effects. I think we learn about people who are different from us in a geographical sense, right? As people kind of congregate in their own spaces, we have global outreach. Our world is becoming smaller and more connected in that way. But we also learn less about one another. There's a lot of information and very little knowledge. So we're under the impression that we have lots of information and therefore we know things. But we need skills to be able to drill down and find out what is actually true.
Okay, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Georgia.
If you